NERDSoul.
Yeah, late ill kid at OneYoungsta holding it down, bringing in Street Geek and NERDSoul. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. Let's go because we got some Marvel talk, y'all. That's right, Marvel been doing their thing. They had that San Diego panel. All right, so we gonna talk. We gonna run from the front, from the rooter to the tutor. But I ain't by myself. Nah, best believe that. I have an esteemed gentleman. You know this man from bringing you comic pleasures such as Changa, such as how should we say One Nation? How should we say Stronghold? How should we say retro? No, not retro.
Retcon.
Retcon. Yes, retcon. See, I knew it was something with an R. All right. So look, he got all that and much more. You know, like the homie. You know what I'm saying, out there getting his cook on. He just a little chef in the world, just a young man, just trying to chef it up, getting his Pac Samson on. He's a Samsonite. But anyway, I get to you, Jason Reeves of 133 Art. What's up?
Hey, what's up?
All right, so I'm gonna go on and get into this panel. You know, SDCC was great. There's a whole bunch of stuff. There was actually some anime stuff that I forgot to check up on, but there was, you know, Invincible did some notifications for everybody. There's this anime from Lazarus, from the dude that worked on John Wick, that's coming out. But Marvel, you know, they the big time. They in Hall H. All right, and Kevin Feige out there, you know, he's selling it. All right, he's selling everything they got. All right, giving you that Marvel banner. And when they opened up with Deadpool. Now, let me ask you on the Deadpool part of the panel. Even though it wasn't much, how did you feel about the Deadpool panel? Did you think it was like worth it? Do you think they could have kind of skipped that, or do you think it's something that they had to kind of talk about since the movie just came out?
I think they had to talk about it, but you know what they did, right?
What?
They showed the whole movie in Hall H.
Word?
Yeah.
Oh, see, because of course with the panel, they don't show the video that they show, so you know we don't get to see those things.
They wild out a little bit.
Oh, okay, because I did see like they brought out the choir and everything. They had the Deadpools walking around, but I didn't see the you know that they showed the movie. So wow, they showed the whole film.
Yeah,
so Hall H was
on the floor, and we were all talking. You know, we were at the wink table. Women in comics, and shout out to Regine Sawyer. Yeah, she just won an Eisner, yo. Like
she out there doing it up.
Yeah, she was out there wilding. She won the wait, let me find it because I don't want to misspeak on what it is.
Like the dopeness award for 2023 or something, or 2024.
No, it was like it was dope. She won the Bird, what is it called? Dang it. I just posted it. That's the crazy part.
Wow. But yeah, on the real, while you looking for that, shouts out to Regine Sawyer. I haven't really.
Shouts out to Regine. Also, shout out to David Cronson, who was also at the table doing his thingamajigs.
Yo, David Cronson. Yo, look, I know I already bought.
It's the Bob Clampett Award. That's what it is.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
I haven't talked to Regine in like a long time, but she's dope. She's awesome. Like, I ain't never seen her do no crazy stuff on the internet, so she cool. David Cronson, I still got your back. You know what I'm saying? I know I bought the volume 1, but when you come out with that hardcover for the Harriet Tubman, go on and let me know. All right, you know what I'm saying?
He do be doing crazy stuff on the internet. I'm just
yeah, David. Yeah, sometimes I can't always roll with you, but you still cool. But I can't always ride with everything you be doing.
He be wild, but that's my man. I ride with him all the time. That's my man.
Some stuff I'll be like, that's on you, dog. But
that's my man.
All right, so they did show the whole film. Okay, so Hall H was mad long. So all right, they showed the whole film. All right, word. So they wild out on Deadpool. But after Deadpool, after that Deadpool, they talked about yo boy Anthony Mackie. That's right, Captain America: Brave New World. Now that we have had this chance to like see the panel and everything. Before we get into Brave New World, what do you think about the panel itself, like the presentation or whatever?
I mean, it's like basically every other panel they have there. Dude sitting in front of the, sitting on the stage talking about the movie. I don't know. I don't know if I have a critique about the panel per se. I think the trailer was like a nice trailer. If I could critique, the movie in terms of what we saw.
All right, word. All right, drop your knowledge on that, because I got some things to say about the panel stuff that I was like, we'll see.
Okay, well, run it. What you got? Right. What you think?
With the Brave New World panel, and I guess the presentation as a whole, it doesn't seem like they have the same razzle dazzle they used to. And this might be because I said a while back that Marvel right now is kind of like the team that, they won a championship or two back to back, and now they got to rebuild because the veterans is gone, and they got to kick a couple new rookies, and they got some, they missed the playoffs one year, then another year they looked kind of good, but they got knocked out in the second round. So they it was rocky for for phase 4 and 5. Technically it's still phase 5 right now, but you know what I'm saying? It's rocky. It's up and down. There's a couple good things, there's a couple bad things. So it didn't seem like Kev. And if I can call you Kev, it didn't seem like Kev had the old school swag he used to have. Like it seemed like Kev used to come out like, I got this, and now it came out like, I hope you like me, guys.
I don't know if I got this. I can see that. With the other reveal that we get to later, I kind of felt that same way about that particular thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, that's apropos because that market ain't looking great for that Disney stock right now, and layoffs and all kinds of stuff is happening. So maybe it's time to maybe the rubber has met the road in terms of can the MCU pull this off again? And also, I feel like corporations in general do this thing where they make these they mark down these lofty goals and expectations, and now they have to meet them again, and it's hard to do that all the time. Like, it's hard to make $1 billion movie every movie, and I don't know why we created this criteria, especially for summer films. I remember back in the day, a summer film would come out, or a tentpole film would come out, and they would make 100. And that would be 100 million. Oh my God. That's the greatest movie of all time.
That's why Tyler Perry be chilling. And I know it's hard to compare, but the movie business, I've been saying it for a long time. Y'all problem is y'all ain't got enough black people that grew up like me in the movie business. See, I know how to go into a store and go straight to the clearance rack. See, y'all spending too much on these movies. All right.
I could agree with that. And I think I think they really need to chop some of the fat from some of the expenses they're making, for sure. Again, with the thing we're gonna talk about later, some of that I've heard about the expenses online, and you could have did a little better.
Yeah. So the problem I had with the Brave New World part of it all is, to me, it didn't seem like they were as excited as they could have been. But also, I know it's a lot when you're at San Diego. It's a lot. It's 4 days, and it's a lot. But they meaning Anthony Mackie seemed juiced up, but the leader, the guy who plays the leader, he kind of seemed like he was there, and Kev kind of seemed like he was there. It seemed like Giancarlo, Anthony Mackie, and the young guy, I can't remember his name, that's going to be playing
Falcon.
Red Wing. I guess he'll be playing Falcon now, technically.
Yeah.
So they seem to be carrying it, and the energy seemed to be kind of zapped from the other side of the panel. And I need you guys to be excited to make me feel like y'all think y'all have something good.
Right. Right.
And I was feeling that from Anthony Mackie. I was feeling it from Giancarlo Esposito. I was feeling it from the young guy that's going to be the new Falcon. But it's like 50% of the people seemed excited, and the other 50% was like, we're here.
Well, I mean, energy is a big part of these kind of presentations, and I mean, maybe they just tired at Marvel, man. And
Yeah, true.
I will say about this Cap movie, even though it's coming out Black History Month, that is the time historically when they dump movies that they don't think is going to do anything.
Well, see,
January,
I think
February,
they're dropping it in Black History Month because it's a black-led film, and they're trying to get the the
I'm
emotional
sure
juice.
That's the marketing. That's a little extra juice, right? Like instead of dropping it in January,
and then there's no real competition for it because it's February.
Right. But typically that's the dumping ground. And I don't know if it's going to do Deadpool numbers. I really could not say.
I mean, even if, Kevin Feige came in and was like, I know this is our first film that we have up here talking about it, but guys, let me tell you, I've been in the editing bay. The stuff that we've been cutting, when y'all get that behind the scenes, and we got a shot from he doesn't seem like it's just like, I'm gonna just run through the motions.
Well, I mean, would anybody believe him if he did that?
Yeah, I get. Sell me, man. Just sell me. That's all I'm saying.
I agree with you. I feel like they should sell you. And I will say this. A lot of times they've been in this position for several years now, a couple of decades, almost. And they've sold the movies before. I feel like this particular movie is the one that's kind of like in this part of the presentation probably is they're just not enthused about it. Maybe that they're not as enthused about it as they probably should be.
Yeah, and they got Harrison Ford to come out, and I think that did inject some energy into this one because he came out and he seemed. It's interesting. Harrison Ford seems like the guy who's like, I don't know anything about this, but this movie is cool and I'm happy to be here, kind of thing.
Right.
So he helped bring it up for me because I was watching the panel. I was like, this is kind of boring, and then Anthony Mackie would say something or Giancarlo would say something. I'd be like, oh, okay, cool. And then it would get kind of boring again. But then Harrison Ford comes in. I'm like, oh, okay. So now I'm feeling a little more confident because he seems excited. Like half of the people seem excited. And the other half are just like,
that's kind of Ford's thing, right? We expect him to be an old man. And then and be craggy, and he kind of is craggy, but at the same time, he's like lovable when he gets in these interviews like that, though.
Yeah.
Because he always says something you don't expect. He's always gonna say something that's almost like, I don't want to say anti-industry politics or whatever, but like he's almost like an anti-hero in that sense. Like he's a good guy, sort of, but he's not gonna toe the company line, or the industry line. Like he said, I was reading. He said, the key to playing Red Hulk was not caring. Right? He's always saying stuff like that. Like I remember, I think it was it Indiana? It was last Indiana Jones, and before we kind of saw anything about it, he was on a talk show, and they were like, Ford, why come back after all these years? I mean, you finding, they were trying to frame it like you're finding your artistic vision about Indy again, or the writing was so good, or you want to work with, Manigault or whoever. He was like, they paid me a lot of money.
Yeah.
So I love the whole kind of keeping it real, kind of like, look, man, it's a job for me kind of deal.
Yeah, it's like, I'm at work, I got paid. They pay me a whole lot of money.
And especially in juxtaposition to like a lower energy Kevin Feige or whoever is in the trenches, him coming out and doing that is hilarious, and it will bring the energy up. So I think it's smart to have him out there doing that.
And on the real, shouts to Harrison Ford. He's pretty energetic in general,
Right.
and I was happy. I was happy to see him seem excited about this.
Right.
Because I need to feel like y'all got a good product coming.
Right.
Because if I don't feel like y'all feel like that, I'm like, man, come on, bro. Because
what's the point?
Because I'm thinking, okay, X-Men 97 was a crazy nostalgic hit that landed extremely well. Then you have Deadpool and Wolverine that came through. Agatha All Along, the trailer looks funny and it's creepy. Cool. Then you got the Brave New World trailer. I like that too. But if y'all don't seem excited, it makes me think maybe y'all just cut some really good trailers. You know what I'm saying? But we got Coop of Blurtish up in here. Coop, we've seen the panel and everything. We're talking about the Brave New World part of the panel. Is there anything about the Brave New World panel that you wanted to kind of like touch on? Maybe the energy about it, maybe any news drops or tidbits that you got from, like Giancarlo or, Harrison Ford or something like that?
I did kind of see it. I ain't gonna be on too long parent stuff, so I might be to jump through various things.
I feel you.
But as far as just that panel, it's cool. I'm going to go see it. I'm being a little bit more loose in my interpretation. If the trailer makes me go spend money, I know people hate when I do this, but if your trailer, I love trailers. I watch trailers. It's hard for me to get spoiled. If the trailer says I don't give a damn and this is garbage, you get an incomplete F or whatever from me. So if you ain't do the thing that's supposed to do to get me to spend the money, and it can't do that, then there's your answer. So I'm gonna see it. I like the cast. I like what I saw.
All right, what? Cool. So everything seems now. Since you ain't gonna be here very long, going to touch on something that stood out to you from the anywhere in the panel as a whole, or do you want to? Matter of fact, let's jump to the surprise that we all got.
Well, before we do that, I just want to say this. I know you were kind of going on to the great things of Marvel news, and I'm just gonna say this. I know this is a small segment.
I'm just kind of following along the panel, but
just as far as just the great time Marvel's having, they're actually doing. I know throwing some more nerdier stuff. They're doing Marvel Rivals, the second beta test. So they about to have another game that's about to rival, say, Overwatch. That will be consistent money flowing into some various people's pockets. To the end of time, if people seem to be perceiving it well. So you have that going, and the Marvel vs. Capcom news. Disney and Marvel are getting into all type of things, so it's like a Marvel Renaissance damn near on the wave.
Hopefully. All we need is for that X-Men beat 'em up to come back, but
Man, look,
we need that update. Need that
point,
Streets of Rage 4 update on it. You know what I'm saying?
You got to let Streets of Rage 4 go, Mike. They ain't gonna make another one. Sega to moved on. I
didn't say. I said
no.
I'm saying 4. I mean update as far as like that type of game.
I'm just talking to you anyway because we gonna have to let it go, man. It's
why I'm still playing it now. I played.
I'm saying they ain't gonna make another one like it. I love it. I still play it, but it ain't gonna happen again, bro.
I don't need them to. They already made a perfect beat 'em up. I don't need. I'm good.
Man, try different beat 'em ups, man.
Why you don't think they gonna make another one though?
Cause they moving on to a 3D.
Yeah, they're doing like a 3D.
They gonna make another one, but it will not be that style. Because the company that I would love to make a lot of beat 'em ups. I hope that company I hope Disney be like, hey, let's make that X-Men beat 'em up, or at least the company that made the Turtles beat 'em up. But games, they just kind of do what they want to do when they can do it. Because they in trouble.
Because Turtles is on point. There's a couple controls issues, but I like Turtles.
So you never know. But I'm just saying, if Disney do that, I don't know why they didn't do that. But it seemed like that would have been dropped. I would have shadow dropped that thing with the X-Men. If I knew I had a beat 'em up episode coming, man, it should have been dropped by at least this year. I don't know what they was thinking. Yeah, that's a small miss. I know that ain't a lot of money they were gonna make on beat 'em ups, but it would have been at least a few million, probably.
Yeah, they would have, and then updates and upgrades and stuff. They would have made some money. But all right, so since I know you ain't got a lot of time, let's go in and talk about the surprise. They said, look, we got 2 Avengers films coming. All right, y'all done forgot. All right, and now it ain't Kang Dynasty no more. Oh, it's called Doomsday. All right, we're gonna call it Doomsday, and we ain't talking about MF Doom, unfortunately. Rest in peace. We talking about, that's right, Doctor Doom. And when they revealed the new Doctor Doom, it was the one and only Roberto Downey Jr. If you could, Mr. Cooper, tell me what you were thinking when you saw him take off the mask and it was none other than RDJ himself.
First thing, as I told Mark, the thing that came to me is, y'all know I went to Southern University, HBCU proud.
Mhm.
It felt like a superhero probate line, because the way he stepped out there, like he was about to start stepping. But I was like, what? I ain't seen that in a hot minute, but I was like, okay, they doing a little nod and wink jokes over here. Ultimately, like most people say, I said they're trying to right the ship. They gonna play the hits. They want to get this money, because even though people are crying or saying is it creatively bankrupt, I know that he's played a version of it before. I'm not negative. I'm not necessarily against. Slightly in favor, but I'm not really. I'm just gonna wait and see. Like, I don't have no negative vibes. Like, oh, that's the worst thing ever. Like, look, man, we done saw phase 4, y'all. At this point, I'm like, you know what? I ain't mad at them for getting this, trying to get this together. And it should have made some sense. Like, oh, they bringing the Russos back, and it's like, oh, wait a minute. I think it still reeks of just a smidge of desperation, but desperation is not bad if it's gonna make you get yourself in order and get things fixed, I should say. So it's desperation.
Like, I understand getting the Russos back. The Russos make sense. I don't know if RDJ makes sense, but I'm gonna throw it. Jason, what's your thoughts on RDJ coming in here to play Doom?
I kind of agree. I'm more on your side with this. Like, I feel like the Russos make absolute sense. The Russos will actually make me pay money to see those movies, because I trust them to like write a good story and write a story that'll make me, be engaged with it. But, and it's not to say that RDJ ain't a good actor. It's not to say that he don't play good villains. It's just to say, I just don't understand why, like I was saying earlier, why spend that much money when you got Cillian Murphy sitting right there and he's hot. Cillian Murphy, the whole thing about Doom is he was pretty. He kind of still is pretty. Yeah, like he's just vain enough to think that a mark, kind of makes him ugly. Which Cillian Murphy, I feel like, can play. Cillian Murphy can play a villain. He was almost Batman. And he has that intensity. But also, he just, to me, like, exudes Doom, in my opinion. And then, okay, say we don't, and he can do like accents and stuff. But let's say we don't go pretty Doom. Let's say we go aged Doom. Then you have Mads Mikkelsen sitting right there. Like,
now that I will agree, Mads would have probably been my top.
Listen, Mads could play, like, if you've ever seen Hannibal, the show, Mads that's Doom right there.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't get it.
Can I say this though? I kind of do. Let me throw this out. Y'all can trash on me this and that. I'm just saying, purely numbers wise, out of those 3, and I'm about to say specifically, this is what I'm saying. Out of the people who say didn't really give a damn about Marvel and comic book and superhero people, or the people who ready to trash superheroes, who fell in love with Robert Downey Jr., can you see that he might have more pull than all 3 of those to right the ship what they want financially?
I would, if those 2 people, especially Mads, if those 2 people didn't already have a name and have a little like clout under them, I'd agree. But those two people have some clout of their own already, and you're gonna slap the Marvel sticker on it. Money's coming
they have
out.
enough clout to compete with the clout of Robert Downey Jr.?
I don't know if I agree with you right there because
I don't think Robert Downey if I'm in the seat, Robert Downey Jr. isn't even an option because he's already played an amazing role.
That ain't what I'm asking. I'm saying just what it is. Do you
Then
think those two?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, no, sorry. No, I don't know. Meaning, no, I don't. Well, yes, I do think they can compete with RDJ.
Okay.
Especially Mads Mikkelsen. Just his.
Oh, you talking about acting-wise compete?
The general.
Or you talking about money-wise?
I'm talking about money.
Well, you mean like
what
popularity?
They want. Popularity to get the casual person who will increase the bottom line. I ain't worried about acting. I ain't worried about that. We know what Disney wants and why they make the decision.
I think what we saying is though the bottom line is would be what it is. This is what I'll say. The bottom line would be almost exactly what it is if you cast any one of those dudes because they already have cachet and people want to see Doom in the first place. Now, as far as the bottom line, like they saying that RDJ is getting more, like they said, this is what I read. The Russos are getting 80 million for the two movies. They said RDJ is getting considerably more.
Yes.
So let's say that's 100 million, right?
That's probably more.
I'm just speculating here, but
I'm gonna say 200.
Okay, but then that increases your bottom line if you pick somebody who ain't gonna cost that much.
But I'm saying
that's your
matter
of fact. Let's say if we go with you saying that's 200 million, then you get rid of RDJ altogether. You probably getting 150 mil for your advertising budget.
I will say I am split around the way. I can see it going one way. I can see why they put the investment in them. There's no way to get from what the rumor was. If you got the Russo, to get RDJ back, he said the Russos have to come back. So there was a package deal regardless. So maybe that's a total 150.
So now you out like 300.
Or maybe 150, then he getting on the back end or whatever goes into that.
Yeah, because it says according to latest reports, Downey secured a lucrative deal that will see him walking away with over 80 million.
Yeah, he's going to get
Ooh,
yeah.
Bruh,
yo, got NBA money.
In terms of my man, kudos.
Yo, Rob, my boy. Look, I know you listen to the show. Look,
he won the game.
I'm not saying I'm broke, but I could use 1 or 2 million. I mean, bro, you chill. I'll pay you back.
Jay-Z style moves here, and I love it for him.
But I would say this. I think for the community, especially when you're in San Diego Comic-Con, for the community, I believe if you got an incredible actor like Mads Mikkelsen, or maybe even an unknown that's crazy good vocally and has the mannerisms, film a minute, maybe 2 minutes of him in the mask doing something Doom-like and just play that, and then have the dude walk out.
They
wouldn't care. They'd be like, I don't care who this is. What we just saw on screen was crazy.
I just don't think those days are here right now.
I think that the fans would have went crazy almost regardless of who it was.
Yeah. Once they saw the mask.
And I will say that would be double if it actually was Cillian Murphy. Cillian Murphy got a little bit more cachet than Mads, especially with fans. Because he just coming off, Batman, obviously, Scarecrow. Yeah. But he's just coming off Barbenheimer.
You know what? I'll agree. I'll change my stance a bit. I think Cillian would have got just as much gravitas as RDJ, but then you got people who he was in it too.
It's just so imagine this.
I don't know, man.
Cillian Murphy in the mask, right? They film a small piece, a minute, maybe 2 minutes tops, someone getting tortured, it's Doom, right? They turn that off, that ends, and then you have all the quote Doom bots standing. They stand to the side, all of them kneel, he walks up, takes off the mask, it's Cillian Murphy, boom, everybody's dead. That would have been it, bruh.
I'll be honest. I wouldn't
I
have
don't
filmed
even think
nothing.
they
I wouldn't have
would've
gave y'all
had to
nothing
do
for that. I'll make y'all wait premium for that.
He said premium.
Listen,
Oh yeah, that's premium. You're gonna wait for that one.
I
But
agree with Keith on that, especially like even
you didn't get to film that early.
even if I was doing RDJ, I wouldn't have did it at Comic-Con. In my opinion, Fantastic Four footage, Galactus,
That was
and the Russo brothers is enough for Comic-Con.
yeah.
I would have blew their minds up in at the end of the Fantastic Four movie.
Yeah.
I'd have blew their head off with that. Like I would have been like, Doom sitting in a chair, something in the dark, just like you said. Maybe even a scene, just like you said, Mike. And then turn around and it's RDJ. What's happening? What is going on? Multiverse, crazy, ridiculous. I'd have did that.
So
But
this is why I think we all can agree, regardless of if whoever we want to say agree to play the role. It does reeks of desperation. They're like, all right, we need, and that's fine. Like I'm not even using that as an insult. But when you got money flipping all about like that,
It's kind of an insult because we talking about somebody like if Marvel is a person, we talking about somebody that used to come through fly. You know what I'm saying? It's like you used to be a prom queen, now you a prom fiend. You know what I'm saying? It's like you out here looking bad. Marvel, come on, man, y'all can strut a little bit. You had X-Men '97. You had Deadpool just came out. Y'all can strut a little bit. All right, now you ain't back to originals. Top shop, but I mean, you can strut a little bit.
They had to wait. They had to get a little more confirmation. What if Deadpool flop?
I think the issue too is though. The reason why it looks so desperate as well is because people been on them to come back a little bit more to the more thoughtful, more introspective, Marvel, where they really plan their spots. And this is not a plan your spots kind of move. This is more for the spectacle of it, right? Yeah. It's like when Nas went from the barbecue to Esco, you know what I'm saying? When Nas, when we went from If I Rule what's that? It was written to what's the Esco album?
I can't remember that one.
It was written as the Esco. What's the first Nas album?
Is
you talking about Illmatic?
Illmatic.
My bad.
It was written.
Sorry. I'm sorry, Nas. I'm getting old, bro. It went from Illmatic to It Was Written, and people was like, "I want nasty Nas." You know what I'm saying? I don't want Esco.
Then Stillmatic was one that was rough.
Cool. It was okay. It was alright. Yeah.
Stillmatic was kind of rough.
But with Ether, it was kind of like reported as the return of Nasty Nas, right?
Yeah.
Like the more introspective Nas, right? And that's what I think Marvel need to do. Marvel need they Ether, they Stillmatic, right? Like where is? And I think Killian, in my opinion, is Stillmatic, whereas RDJ is like Esco.
Or I don't know, since I guess. What would the white non-melanin version just be like? It's like a pop. He's like a pop star that's loved, that has a new album coming out they like, but is it like we're a little unsure? I don't know.
Yeah, because you had like, all right, if you look, you can see if we're gonna stick with the Nas stuff. All right, Illmatic and It Was Written is like the. You can say it's the Infinity Saga. Then you get Nostradamus. That's where it's like, hey.
Oh yeah, Nostradamus.
That's like phase 4.
All right, which
Stillmatic is like phase 5.
Which one got yourself a gun? I love that one, but
that's Stillmatic.
Okay,
Stillmatic was okay.
Son, one of them.
Godson, Stillmatic was good. It was one after that. It was like, all right, I'm done. I need a break.
Got yourself a gun. Was it?
It might have been Stillmatic or.
Was it Hip Hop Is Dead? I'm trying to remember. Like, look, Nas, you got a lot of albums, all right?
Hip Hop Is Dead was after Stillmatic.
But also, Nas, for me, I know, my opinion, it's like he'll be on one, off one, on one, off one.
Yeah.
That's usually how Marvel is right now.
It'd be like, because after it was written,
Marvel,
just like,
I feel like Marvel can strut a little bit because that X-Men '97 helped them a lot. Like, Okay, so since we're talking about desperation, I wanna flip to this then. These are things that I think that Marvel should have covered in this panel if they really wanted to come through, with the peacock. All right, things I think could have elevated it. A definitive on Blade. A definitive on Blade. Like
Blade is
something
probably ain't gonna happen.
definitive. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, I think that could have elevated if they had something
what's
definitive.
definitely happened on Blade? People keep leaving the project. They don't know. They can't say nothing about Blade. They don't want you to think about nothing that's not gonna happen.
Then
what's definitively the problem about Blade is they
What?
never had a direction from the jump. All they had was Mahershala.
They do not want to talk about Blade.
You said they did not want to talk about Blade. Then this is I know we're doing Doomsday now, but I'm gonna keep it real. This is the second brother that somehow couldn't be recasted. And I'm just saying, look, I gotta call it when I see it. You know what I'm saying? I gotta call it when I see it.
I feel you. And
Another brother that couldn't be recasted.
Agreeing with you.
Now the first one you couldn't recast, because he was dead. All right, cool. Well, we don't want to disrespect nobody, even though he said himself, "Yo, man, the role is bigger than me." But whatever, cool. Let's let that go. Fine. Now you got another brother. It's just a brother in trouble. Brother, whether you agree about the trouble or not, he's just a brother in trouble. Ain't nobody dead. Ain't nobody alive. Well, I mean, I guess everybody alive. But
ain't nobody
dead.
Give you my thoughts on that before we go? I don't even want to go deep into that dude. I didn't want Kang in the first place. I was ready for Doom anyway. That was me because I love Doom as a villain. So I'm like, I don't know what they was doing. This actually is something that this is when you fall ass backwards. This is some good luck because you shouldn't have been trying to make Kang that important for that long of time. I should say one movie or two, and then you already let one variant of him get killed by ants with that terrible movie. I was done. I was like, all right, so I'm not really tripping that he ain't recasted. I would like maybe if you bring him back down the line, like another version of Kang, but I understand why you absolutely, as a business, get the hell away from Kang, far, far, far and away right now.
I think Kang is worthy of a saga.
Yeah.
Like if they gonna do, I don't think Kang is necessarily a multiverse saga. Like I think the problem with this particular saga is the whole multiverse issue because it allows them to be lazier than they should be. But I think Kang is worthy of his own saga. Like when they did Kang in what was that cartoon?
Was it Avengers Assemble? Earth's Mightiest or Avengers?
Now that's how you would have. That's the best way to do Kang.
That's what I'm saying.
They could have ripped that straight,
and that was fire. So
they could have just ripped that straight from the show. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It's like your boy. It's like some brilliant comic book media philosopher always says. Marvel don't do. They don't do the smart thing. They try to trick everybody.
Who is this guy?
That's the saint, the saint known as Jason Reed.
Marvel Comics writer Jason Reeves.
Yep,
133 art.
Yep, Marvel writer Jason Reeves, owner of 133 art.
Man, he was in the suite with Mickey, with
Spider-Man.
I'm
History of Numbness.
I ain't the boss.
He gets invited to the showroom with Mickey. They watching, the Olympic Games. They was just over in France right now watching LeBron beat up on South Sudan.
I do not.
I thought I saw Jason, bro. I saw a dude look just like Jason.
Wait, is that Jason? Jason courtside?
Man,
I do not, actually.
Feige was on the side with his little too tight baseball cap. I'm joking.
My point is that it's not really that hard to create stories centered around these characters, especially when they've already been done well somewhere else. Like it's kind of a problem Star Wars has too. Is like you got all this dope canon, and instead of using it, they want to try to be more clever than the rest of us or subvert it in some kind of way. And I'm not saying you have to do it bar for bar for bar, because the Infinity Saga isn't bar for bar, but it hits the right beats. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's do that.
But now with Robert Downey Jr., they not even trying to be submersive. They in your face like a
They
used
like,
car
look,
salesman.
man, that RDJ is like, please love me.
They're
Please
like,
love
look,
me
we
again.
need y'all to come back. We try and get this debt down and clean up these parks.
It's a real pygmy. It's a real pygmy. Do y'all feel like the desperation, like, do they feel that heat from James Gunn's Superman on their back?
No,
You think?
I think it's
I don't
just economy,
think-
dog. I think it's just the failure of the movie business. And they feel the heat from everybody with a platform, with a pen, who hates superhero movies. That's the heat. Like, if James Gunn do good or whatever, I don't think it does nothing to stop them right now. Maybe it would have if they were like closer together in release. But it's just the heat that people, in my opinion, just
To release
trying
it,
to
well,
kill superhero movies.
if FF keeps their release date, then they're gonna release July next year.
So they both
Yeah.
released the same time. I think one of them moves. I think one of them moves. I think Gunn moves.
Well,
I'm-
I think
I'm a-
FF moves
okay.
because they haven't shot anything yet.
Here's okay. All right.
Or
I know
actually,
there's
they move up.
people.
Maybe
I
they
know
move
there's
up.
people that love James Gunn. I know there's people that love James Gunn, and I don't hate James Gunn. I think James Gunn has already done his best work at Guardians of the Galaxy.
Uh-oh.
Everything that he's done since then has been a
Wow.
derivative of that. That's how I feel about James Gunn. I'm sorry, I know, but that's how it seemed to me. It seemed like his best work was done at Guardians,
Not
and
looking
everything
forward to
else has
Creature
been-
Commandos.
which is a derivative of Guardians. Look at the trailer. Watch the trailer. It's Guardians.
I'll be honest, I don't care. I'll see it when it comes on. I'll see it. I don't care about no Creature Commando. If I see it,
Man.
I'll see it. I'll be watching the new Batman thing tomorrow. But yeah, okay, Creature Commandos.
Because Batman, the new DC, I'm just.
Oh man! Thank God Superman is coming back for season 3. I'm so glad they answered that question. Oh, like yes.
Yeah, because I think. Okay, I'll say this and then I'll get back to Marvel. I think a lot of people believe in Gunn they believe that he's at a level that he might not be at in reality.
I'll throw something else in
And I would not give all of DC to
Damn.
him.
Can I? Well, let's speak in a reeking of desperation. I'm gonna move on from DC. Just business wise, they in a bad spot, dog. The fact that they are trying to sue the NBA because they lost face because they are cash poor and they couldn't keep the NBA is a super duperly bad look right now. Zaslav, like when you got other creators with some gravitas and podcasters with a massive following and who all in the show, the reputation is bad.
Well,
Right, that's
how you-
Superman.
Wait, pause. How you blaming DC Studios
Excuse me, I mean
for
WB.
what the WB?
But I'm
doing?
saying WB is in. I'm
See,
saying WB is in a bad.
See, that's it.
No,
right
no,
there.
no.
See, hold on. Cause see, now you got me feeling like I'm in enemy territory.
Just
Cause
stop.
see,
Just-
when
let me
Disney
say
do
this.
something bad,
I made
I'll
a
never hear
mistake.
nobody say, "See, cause Marvel,
Jason,
what Marvel
Jason,
did was
I made a
lay off
mistake.
1,000
Jason.
people."
Jason, I made a mistake. But these things are fluid, baby. Disney, WB, Disney, they the same company. Same two big companies that own it. So I'm saying, excuse me, Warner Brothers. Not necessarily DC. But if Warner Brothers cease to exist, these things might get sold off. I'm just saying, these things right now for Warner Brothers, the company, they are in a bad spot. The talks of their cash position is very terrible. They need to not fail. That's all I'm saying, James.
Maybe DC need to be bought by somebody. Maybe that's it.
They probably do, to be honest with you. They probably need. We've been saying this, but I'm just saying, as Warner Brothers as a whole, they ain't got a lot they can fail right now. That Superman
listen.
bomb,
Listen,
it might be a red button
I
hit.
need
Pause.
I need TP or Byron Allen
Somebody-
and
Well,
get
they won't sell it.
and hand it over to us.
I'm just saying, like Like I'm not. This ain't me blaming or being a Disney shield. I'm just saying, from what the word is, and probably looking at their situation, they need to. They can't have bomb after bomb. They can't do what they just did, and the desperation is real.
You go with the
James
Yeah.
Gunn just chill. You seem more chill about it, but it's like,
On the real, the whole new DC initiative that they did, that I saw the video, it wasn't exciting. Man, but Jason did bring something up. If Tyler Perry brought DC,
Oh Lord.
nothing would make me want to watch a DC movie more. And you best believe we gonna get black lead
I'm
characters.
not
I bet you
saying
that.
that
I
he-
bet you we get black
I'm not
lead
saying
characters
that he
sooner than we
helms the
gonna get.
creative direction.
Yo,
I'm saying
on the
I
real,
see.
I want to see
would you
and
want him
put
to
the
be a
a Tyler
producer, or you
Perry
want him to
produced, written,
No,
directed.
no.
It's going.
Not
I
written.
want to see Vixen and John Stewart and John Stewart.
No.
Since he dark skinned, he do something wrong, and she push him into the
My
tub.
question is,
And then-
now, see,
how long
now
before
you-
Medea take
and then,
over
Oh,
and then the
another
light
way.
skin, and then the light skin hero come in.
How long before Medea take
That's
over the
not
Green
what I
Lantern
was
Corps?
talking about.
Medea go pop up with a ring and say hello.
No, but no, I know what you mean. Look, Tyler Perry need to buy DC and then give it to
man.
me, and I got it. Don't worry, I got it.
Let us
Like-
need to run it. That's
Like-
all I'm saying.
Paramount wouldn't sell. They wouldn't spin off BET to Tyler Perry. So what you think, dog?
Man,
Wait, what?
And they want to, like, Paramount wouldn't spin off BET to Tyler Perry, and they trying to actively get rid of it, but they wouldn't give it to him.
They was like,
Oh,
they sold it.
You know
They
that.
sold it to Skydance, all in total, and they're trying to actually sell. Now Skydance might sell it to somebody, but they don't want it.
Mm.
So BT is strongly up for sale, but who gonna buy it, or they gonna let buy it is the question.
yeah, that's true. But
So
yeah, that whew,
you might
DC,
see a BT, you might see Tyler get BT one
DC
day.
need a hit because I ain't going front. That new Batman reeks of desperation, but I'm gonna let y'all have it. I know y'all love that
I
Bruce
mean, I'm
Tim,
gonna watch.
life.
I'm about to watch Cape Crusader tonight, so I'm gonna see what it do. But they playing the hits just like with RDJ.
They
That's
playing
what
the
they
hits,
do.
dog. That is true.
Tim.
Sometimes you
I
gotta play the
get
damn
it, but
hits.
I'm also kind of like, especially when you
It
gave me
looks-
that
it
refreshing.
looks good,
you
though.
gave me
You
that
don't think it
refreshing
looks good?
Superman. I was like, cool, something refreshing, something new. All right.
We went over this. You ain't gonna see you lucky you got this many years of Superman, because James Gunn is gonna get tired of it. Watch, it's like it's doing too good. Get rid of it.
DC
I
is
bet
like
you get
anything
2 more
that does
years.
well, they like get rid of it.
Like try something weird, crazy. I would
Oh, man.
like. I agree with you, but that dream just ain't gonna rise. Creature Command. You saw what Creature Commandos look like.
It
Nah,
looked
I
like a wannabe Guardian / a Suicide Squad wannabe.
I
And
mean,
I was like,
That's kind of what it is.
I'm happy.
I mean,
with
yeah, it
Kite
is,
Man.
but I mean, it's Gunn. It's similar with Josh Whedon. Josh Whedon has a similar thing where it's like, all right, man, this is like, I get this is your thing, but like, you can't do nothing else. That's why, but that's also why they had to get, back to Marvel. That's why they had to get the Russos, because the Russos got skills. They got what you would call diversity in their storytelling. They ain't just a one trick pony. Like the Russos, like, oh, we got this. We got all kinds of. We did Civil War. You know what I'm saying? We went over and did Infinity War. We went out. We did Endgame. We did all kinds of different characters. We did different tones. We good.
And
We
the
all over the
consistency
universe.
of the characters.
In terms of action movies, see, I think that's the fault. In terms of action movies, I don't think One Trick Pony is necessarily a bad thing. James
Okay.
Mangold does. I mean, not James Mangold.
Gun.
Who directed Captain America, the first one? Joe.
I can't remember.
Let's see. The first Avenger. He also directed the Rocketeer.
Oh, shouts to the Rocketeer. Like, yo, that movie was sweet back in the day.
Who was the director of the Rocketeer? I'm getting old, man.
Joe Johnston.
Joe Johnson. Joe Johnson has done the Rocketeer. He did the first Avenger. He did Jumanji.
He did Jumanji. Yep.
Yeah.
Shouts out to David Allen Greer.
And if I'm not mistaken, he just
did Jurassic Park 3, which I do not hate. Like a lot of people hate that one, but don't look. All right, look, it's giant, it's dinosaurs, man, biting people. All right.
He worked on Raiders of the Lost Ark in visual effects. Nice. Adventures of Young Indiana Jones. What else?
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Oh, so he did a
The
lot.
Wolfman, that recent one. Okay, so my point is, I say all that
he
to
did
say,
Wolfman with Benicio del Toro.
Yeah,
I love that one.
I know a lot of people didn't like that movie, but I really.
Bro, he was acting. He cut up like a goddamn fool. I love it, bro. I love it. He was acting.
All of you, like that was my part. Anyway, my point is, this cat comes in and does essentially like a lot of similar things in the movie. I'm not saying he's necessarily a one-trick pony, but when it comes to like action movies, like Cap and The Rocketeer are very similar for the best reasons, right? That fits.
I feel you.
So I don't think it's a ding on Gunn because he does that. I mean, I would say Favreau, if we're talking about action movie one-trick ponies, Favreau kind of fits in that too. But at the same time, we like Favreau movies, right?
Yeah.
So
true that.
I think what James Gunn needs to do.
Also, Chef. Watch Chef.
Chef is wonderful.
Oh no, Chef.
Hold up.
Chef is one of my favorite movies of all
Don't
time.
watch Chef if you're hungry, because you're gonna
That's-
spend a lot of money.
That's one of my favorite movies.
Watch
of all
Chef
time.
and have
I
a plate
love
of
that
food
movie.
with you. Just go ahead and eat when you're watching Chef, dog.
But yeah, Chef is real good. But yeah,
That's
my
an
bad.
amazing movie. It's one of my. It might be my favorite Favreau movie. But yeah, like that's not a bad thing.
Okay. I'll ease up on it. I'll ease up a little bit.
Well, what I'm saying is though, I think for Gunn, in terms of Gunn, he needs to put a couple more wins under his belt that doesn't rely on music and extreme comedy. Because that's what Taika kind of fell into. Not necessarily the music, but that comedy. And people got tired of that real quick.
That comedy was
when he didn't have a hit.
I mean, yeah, he was a little unchecked.
That man went crazy.
I think it's gonna be smart for him going forward to balance out that comedy with a little more substance. Because with Guardians, you could probably rely on it, but like with Superman, I don't know.
I don't know, bro. I just know if that Superman goes awry, I have my real Superman right now, and that's the animated one. So I hope it works out. I hope it's as sweet.
Look, I ain't tripping. You know who I like is Superman. I'm Henry Cavill straight up.
Yep, Henry Cavill. They already had a Superman, but they blew it.
Huh?
They already had a good Superman and they blew it.
Might have turned him into a Wolverine. I don't know.
I mean,
I too am a Cavillite.
Oh
Lord,
yes.
There go my backup straight
right.
up.
Or are you just light?
Wow.
Oh wow.
Boy.
Wow.
Oh boy. Anyway.
Wow.
Coop with the lightly melanated slender.
Wow.
But I'm gonna throw it to Mark Dub. Mark Dub's in the house. Like from the Marvel panel, is there anything that you didn't get that you wish that you got, information wise from the Marvel panel?
You know what? Good Mike. Great question. I guess what a lot of people are worried about with Doom Stark being RDJ and him coming
Doom
back.
Stark.
People are worried that this is going to be the Doom for the Marvel universe, and I think a lot of people just kind of saw Cillian Murphy there's no need to disguise it. Everybody wanted Cillian Murphy. Well, a couple of other people to be looked at for Doom, and he really was right there. But I mean, this
He
is going
said
to
he
be
was right there. Kev, like, I don't care about him.
Kev, like, hey, who you can't? Oh, you gonna park my car?
Oh, that's cold, man.
Kev, I mean, he just did numbers, so he wouldn't handle him like that. But he was right there, and he got the other guy from Oppenheimer.
He was like,
the wrong one.
He was like, Oppenheimer's a really good movie. I wonder, let me see. Should it be the star of the movie?
Nah.
But with that said, like, it'll be interesting to see. They may still go that way. We don't know. But like Coop pointed out to me earlier today in a conversation, we know that RDJ is Stark, so this Doom is gonna be a variant. So this may not be Doom. This is just Stark Doom.
I mean, that's the rumor, or people are saying or throwing out there. I don't know. I mean, I guess like they tell you, get behind the numbers. So I think it's supposed to be at least a 3-picture deal. So at least a 3-picture deal, because it's gonna be Doom War, it's gonna be Secret Wars, and maybe Fantastic Four, possibly, or as a cameo. So it ain't gonna be a log like commitment. You got to re-up like the LeBron checks. I mean, he's literally doing like probably 3-picture deals from here on out. I wouldn't do no more than 3-picture deals too, because you got to pay me. Damn it,
RDJ a lot. Making that real money.
I would do only 3-picture deal re-ups, like raise that money up each time.
Say, bro, he getting NBA money, man.
NBA money. That's how them NBA deals go. Who follow it? When you
I'm
are
okay with it too.
Hey.
I mean, he's for somebody who's been losing, he's a bankable commodity. They know what they can expect with him.
What they should be doing is using this so-called 3-picture deal and this whatever fanfare, regardless if the press is good or bad or whatever percentage, and they should close out this multiverse saga in grand fashion and be done with it, so we can move on to the X-Men and whatever's coming behind that. But
I say close it out, Secret Wars, if you can.
That's what I'm saying. They need to close this thing out, because the multiverse saga is just room for being lazy. My God.
Hopefully they have like some big bang or something.
It's the multiverse saga, and I don't feel like the multiverse aspect is being utilized like it could.
Right. I'm glad.
I'll say only this to that, because I don't disagree at all. But I think part of the reason for that is they had grand designs with Kang, and they felt like after Jonathan Majors had his legal kerfluffle, they didn't want to continue to invest in him. They had to change up the whole thing. And Doom Stark is it's
who they should have got for Doom,
but it's a good desperation move.
It should be a Doom variant. Michael Ealy. Because that's
bro.
Michael Ealy to do.
Somebody else
was
talking about another Doom variant being Terrence Howard.
Oh man.
Go with Michael Ealy.
I'm the
around.
boss of Latveria, mine.
I'm just saying, how diabolical when you scoop somebody girl, even if you hugged them and dapped them down.
He didn't spin them around. It wasn't the hug.
Blue-eyed Bakugo. He is definitely.
Mark can explain some more on Michael Ealy. I don't know if he can for this podcast, but he got
I don't mind sharing
a Michael Ealy story.
Yeah,
oh boy!
I got a Michael Ealy story.
Hey, blurters don't be look. We don't. Look,
all right, look. You know what? We got a couple seconds. Go on. Hit me with the Michael Ealy story.
Man, a girl who, I had some pretty heavy involvement with in college. Yeah, man, she had like some musical aspirations. Met somebody at a funeral in New Jersey. And And she gave me the Sunshine phone call. She's like, yeah, I'm not coming home anymore to the kids.
Oh.
We ain't had no kids, but yeah, like, yeah, it was Blue-Eyed Bakugo.
Blue-Eyed Bakugo. Dang, man. He hit you with that. He hit you with that Bel Air style.
Look,
Man,
we say you got the light skin Bakugan when we was watching Fresh Prince. Can't let him look your woman in the eye.
I was trying, man. Look, I was trying to be a elevated brother about it. I was like, you know what? I mean, it's Michael Ealy. I kind of get it. My feelings was hurt, but I was like, if I was her, would I turn down Michael Ealy for Mark Dub? Probably wouldn't.
Dang,
man.
But in
Michael
the time,
Ealy, man, get you every time.
In the time when she was dating Michael Ealy, afterwards, he was shooting Barbershop 2. He was kicking it with Eve, and he started shooting Their Eyes Were Watching God. And him and Halle Berry announced they were together, and she was like, "How they together and we together?" I was like, "Well, to be fair,
you on the practice
as
team,
I said,
honey. You on the practice
I said
team.
to you, I said to her, like, yeah, I would probably leave me for Michael Ealy, and I told her if I'd probably leave you for Halle Berry. I'm just saying,
man, it's a cold world, boy.
Cold world, man.
It's a cold world.
You gotta play your part.
It is a cold world. You better supply your own heat.
Ooh, man. Ooh. It's a cold world out there, y'all. That's hilarious, though.
And she was not very happy with my response, but to this day I feel like it was fair.
Oh, that was an awesome response.
Hey, Halle Berry, y'all.
Michael Ealy is Halle Berry, y'all. I mean, it's Halle Berry.
I told her, I was like, that's Halle Berry. What? Of course he should leave.
Halle Berry.
I'm just saying, at least you was realizing to be like, hey, yo, I'll leave me for Michael Ealy, but of course, they will leave you for Halle Berry. So it's fair.
It ain't feel good, but what I'm gonna do? Hey, she upgraded.
And then he upgraded.
I mean,
as did he.
Michael Ealy might be a good
upgrade,
variant,
though.
y'all.
You don't know that, man. You don't know what kind of dude that is.
Well, yeah, it's true.
We know she upgraded.
I mean, I guess
she upgraded for what? A whole month or something? A couple of weeks?
Hey, because he got busy. He got busy in that time. He got busy.
He like, look, I'll holler at you. I'll keep your number on standby.
He was like, I'm gonna show you what winning is like.
It's cold.
My man went and got him a brick house stallion.
Hey, I will tell you,
brick house stallion.
She was no slouch. I promise you. She, on a scale of 1 to 10, she was a 7,000. she was pretty.
I thought this dude was gonna say like 11 or something. This dude said 7. Okay.
Over 9,000.
Yeah, she
was true. On a scale of 1 to 10, she wasn't even 10.
One day,
he said she was a 7,000. Man,
one day we gotta have a full pod of what we call Atlanta Mark. Atlanta Mark.
Oh yeah, Atlanta Mark is a whole nother level.
Wild stuff.
Yeah, but I saw some stuff.
But yeah, I got a question for y'all because I haven't seen a lot of people talking about this, and I think I know why. But I'm gonna throw this out to Jason real quick. Do you care about Thunderbolts? And do you care about why there's an asterisk at the end of the word? I
do not. That is one movie that I don't give a damn what happens to.
Damn.
Man, I feel like Thunderbolts is them trying to like make fetch happen. and Coop, do you care about Thunderbolts?
My answer is this.
Uh-oh.
I will give them a chance to make me care. I do like David Harbour. I don't care about the asterisk, not one bit. It's probably gonna be something stupid. But ultimately, I do like some of the people in there, but I just like, I don't know. But I think it can work but it's like what's the release date of it?
I don't even
May.
remember what the release
Is it
date
a year from? It's a year from now, ain't it? It doesn't come out next year.
Yeah, it's in 2025.
Yeah, it's
So I
2025.
feel like I guess I'll kind of care. I'm not like I'm more worried about Fantastic Four because I like the test footage. I will be like, you know what? Maybe once I see some trailers, I'll care. As of right now, I have no real thoughts on it. Like, do I care about the team? I'm not gonna say that's a Marvel team I read, or I kind of only care about with them in the cartoon a little bit for a smidge. But they ain't got nothing else on the board, so we'll see. We shall see.
All right, how about you, Dub? What's your thoughts on it? You know, you got Thunderbolts. They had a whole full cast of people. They brought out David. They got Florence out there. They got Elaine. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Elaine, still out there.
Yeah, you know, like I feel like I do not feel like like my brother the West Bank Don.
Damn.
I mean, goodness, boy. Jason, no one will ever say you go easy. You don't hold back. Jason's like, I don't give a damn. I like Coop's answer. I will give them a chance to make me care about them more. Right now, I want to see. I haven't seen the trailer. I have seen the cast. The cast looks. I mean, it looks interesting, but you know, Marvel has casted productions well before, and just didn't have the right people. So
I'll give another answer to that. Like comparing them to the cast of say Brave New World, it just don't hold up for me right now. So like I'm more interested in Brave New World and Fantastic Four. But yeah, I just like I gotta see what's what. Like,
yeah, bro. I'll tell you, bro. I'm anxious for I mean, hell, Captain America looked. Even with Falcon America, it still looks like it's gonna be very impressive.
I think Thunderbolts is supposed to be like a slick side sequel or some sort of continuation of whatever's going on in Brave New World.
Yeah, I felt like they were like done together and one. What Thunderbolts supposed to come out before at one time or something?
Yeah,
was
man.
It was everything got reshuffled around, so it's
Yeah,
probably
because
we
had the strike, so everything kind of got moved around a little bit.
I feel like if Thunderbolts would have came out when it was supposed to, I just feel like it would have been trash some type of way. Like it would be like, all right, y'all, whatever y'all was doing before the failures of Phase 4 and the strike. I feel like that is a blessing in disguise for that movie.
Somebody need to Thanos snap the whole Phase 4. Get all of them.
Unfortunately, it's just Blade that suffered the most.
Yeah,
right now
we got like I said earlier, we got no news of Blade. Of course, we can't. If anything happens to a brother, he shall not be recast ever.
I feel like Blade
don't get sick or cough or something, or have to run for your life through the streets of New York City.
Yeah,
just like
don't get COVID. I feel like Blade deserves its fate because it didn't spin off of Werewolf by Night. Like I feel like if it didn't spin off from Werewolf by Night, I almost don't want it. The only thing that I would want from Blade at this stage in the game is Wesley. And if Wesley ain't doing nothing on it, at the very least, if Wesley ain't like writing it, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, it's kind of like I don't know if I want it. But okay, so Thunderbolts comes out May 2nd, and it's the last movie of Phase 5. So this will be capping off Phase 5.
Ooh.
So it could end up being like sort of like Civil War, where it was sort of an Avengers movie, kind of, but it wasn't like
B-side Avengers, man.
So
the B-side Avengers.
So we'll see if they come with it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they got Marvel got goodwill with me right now. So all they got to do is just keep that hot hand in the dice game. You know what I'm saying?
It's such a missed opportunity to do like Earth level stuff for Phase 4. Because Falcon, even though I didn't really jive with the whole Falcon and Winter Soldier show, the idea that of the power vacuum after Thanos and the Avengers being gone and all that, and like starting this new era of who's gonna be these new Avengers and who's gonna lead them and who's gonna have the shield, and the sort of acts of vengeance for my old comic heads, acts of vengeance style power vacuum going on. We could have introduced a whole lot of cool things, and it could have culminated in this Thunderbolts movie. We could have had Hammer because Shield is dead. We could have introduced
Hammer would have been cool. I kind of like
a new Norman Osborn, and eventually that would have led to maybe his formation of Hammer and subsequent disgrace leads to the Green Goblin in Spider-Man. Like, we had a lot of cool stuff we could have did on an Earthbound level, but they went from 0 to 100 on this multiverse stuff, coming off Infinity Saga and not knowing or having a plan for what they wanted to do. So that's why I feel so lackluster about, especially now knowing that it's like capping off phase 5. Oh my goodness. Like, what? What is this? Okay, so Thunderbolts caps off phase 5. What are they doing going into phase 6? What saga is this supposed to be? Like, what is
the Robert Downey Jr.
It's still the multiverse saga. The multiverse saga will culminate at the end of phase 6, I believe, which will be Secret Wars.
It is the Secret Wars, Robert Downey Jr., Russo brothers.
Oh my goodness gracious!
It's so the please like us phase. Spend money.
We still got like 2, 3, 4 years of multiverse saga.
Absolutely.
He said absolutely.
Guarantee it.
Not a fan of that.
All right, well, let's go to something that I think we're all kind of plus on, or at least optimistic to a certain degree about. I'll wrap. This will be the last one I want to talk about. Fantastic Four. You know what I'm saying? We're there for it, right? Are we there for it? We there for Fantastic Four?
There for it.
I
like the cast. I like the footage. I know Jason ain't a big Fantastic Four guy or some of it. I like what I saw, just a little bit of it. I was wondering about Pedro Pascal. I'm cool. Like, and I know he don't necessarily be everybody's desired choice. But he's one of those guys that's bankable. He's likable, safe choice, and he's gonna be a professional. And I think he'll hit the light, airy tone that might have been missing from Fantastic Four. I do think it's smart that they just said, screw it, we're going into the 60s. I know it might not be the best time for us, but it might fit kind of a bygone team of the Fantastic Four, so you can figure out how to do something with them in the future, so you start in the past. I think the casting was well done overall.
I'm not gonna go as far as to think that it's smart. I'm not gonna go as far as to say that it's smart to pull it in the 60s, but I will say, talking just in terms of money and playing the hits, that's a good play the hits move.
Yeah.
Like,
because all the music that you're going to be able to pull from,
if you're
going to be able to get that Guardians vibe and stuff.
And you could also do like all of those, every single astronaut movie, or at least 95% of astronaut movies are like, remember that time when they walked on the moon that one time, or they had complications in space that one time, starring Tom Hanks.
It gives you that Tom Hanks vibe.
It's that kind of vibe. So that's like you're saying, it's bankable. So I ain't tripping off of it per se. And I like Pedro Pascal. I don't know if I like him as much as everybody else does, but I think he's bankable. I think he's fine. I don't have a dog in the Fantastic Four horse, disclaimer, because I don't like them. But also, the 60s is just, I just feel like, man, they couldn't wait to take it back to the 60s. On the one hand, though, like, as a black man, like, whatever. Like, I just
can I say this then?
But it will make them money, probably.
I was about to say that, Jason. I'm gonna play off of something what you just said. Since we know the vibe ain't great for us,
right?
Do you think this will make a certain segment of America be like, stand up, be like, you know what? I want to go back in time
I mean, they already saying that.
Yeah,
I
They
think,
I mean,
they saying
I think
that.
part of
They've been saying that since they've been putting they fitted caps on.
I'm
hey,
saying,
now I feel like
Well, actually, they
I
were
feel
saying it
like
before
they
that, but
might
then
be
that was their
answering.
rallying cry.
Like, here you
And-
go.
Be
and see,
like,
that's a part of the bankability of it, I think, because they've
Yeah.
been clamoring to like
they want them
go back.
anti-woke dollars
or catch
They
that
come-
nostalgia.
to flow
And
through.
I just assume there ain't gonna be a lot of black people in this movie. And you got the space race vibes and all that America stuff. So
I'm gonna keep it real with you. Outside of Captain America, the rest of the panel, I'm just saying, the rest of the panel, you know what I'm saying? They made sure they wanted to speak to a certain demographic and be like, all right,
Looking
y'all,
like
look.
the Vault press release up there in the boys. I feel like Vault 23.
listen,
Oh man.
it's optics is everything these days, and those optics speak for themselves.
They let you know it's very white and all right.
I can say that I'm interested in this.
I was like, Marvel, I see what you're doing, and I was like, I guess I kind of get it, but I see what you're doing.
In terms of like, I'd like to see how they end up dealing with the Galactus issue, like just what he looks like in an MCU movie. Like I'm interested for that.
Did you see Did you see any of that footage?
But like, as far as the cast goes, I like Vanessa Kirby, especially in like spy movies.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like, again, Fantastic Four is just so 60s America.
It's very
it
dated,
is.
and
Yeah,
it's going to be
very
interesting.
It's very goofy.
Now,
and,
you could
just
play
at a
them
time
well
when-
as a fish out of water when they come into our universe. Maybe.
I guess
don't
maybe
know.
they're gonna catch some of that old Captain America kind of what is this new world kind of vibes. I guess,
Yeah.
and that's cool. So I don't know, man. I'm not a fan.
So
of all
let me
that.
throw this question out. Do y'all think the new Fantastic Four can beat the Invincibles Part 2 in money? Do you think it will earn more?
You know what? That's a good question. Because
I'm
Incredibles has already kind of done Fantastic Four,
It is.
Well-
The only reason-
it just is.
The only
and they've
reason
done
I
it
say
well
yeah
twice.
is,
And it,
man, you know how long they have been waiting for this Fantastic Four movie, this Marvel Fantastic Four movie. Like, the hype surrounding it is gonna get butts in the theater, even if it's crappy like Thor 4 was. Like, you got in there and you found out right away, oh, this is terrible.
Man. I was like, what
it's
is
a bad
going
deal.
on?
It could be that bad, but there's still initially, like, I'm gonna be there opening day, unless something stops me from being there opening day. I'm gonna be there.
Hopefully this trailer smashes. It's really good. Now I'm gonna say this, Kev, because I know you watch. I know you listen to the podcast. You watch the show. You know
If
what's
you're
up.
smart,
Yo,
you
Kev,
do.
Kev, let me help you out right here. Bring Black Panther back in this movie. It's a smart choice.
Why?
It's
Why?
an easy choice.
Don't make him do that.
You've already
us out
asking
of
for
Fantastic
complications.
Four.
They ain't even gonna try.
Well, I can
don't
tell
even
you
look for
why.
it.
I can tell you why they probably won't do that. Is they about to get so much. It was trash. It's DEI and it's all this from Falcon Cap that they're not gonna want to touch.
They not about to touch nothing for a hot minute. They gonna reboot all of this universe.
Yes,
I'm sticking to that one.
I will say again, leave us out of that. Let that fan base have their movie so we can move on with our lives.
No,
Just
they
think
already
about
about to. Hey, bro,
Mike,
He
Anthony
said
Mackie
go in and let that demographic have
And
what
Mike,
they need so
this
they
is
can
an
stop
origin.
crying.
This is
I'm
another
saying-
origin movie
Anthony
for the
Mackie
FL.
could go and give an Oscar-worthy performance, and they are still going to defecate as much as they can all over it.
And it is only a
And I am not expecting that from him. Let me say that out loud.
Yo,
I'm not
guys.
expecting no Oscar-worthy performance from Anthony Mackie.
I was, Mark, I was trying to hold it, boy. I was trying to hold it. I was like, don't say nothing. Let that man have a shot. Don't say nothing.
Look,
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
I hope the movie comes through because the trailer looks awesome. If the movie is awesome as the trailer is, we gonna be good.
Yeah, job well
now,
done.
I mean, that's not gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? That demographic for can't wait to have their hot takes once the movie come out. But
I'm
you know
telling you now, that demographic, then the people who I hate superheroes, they gonna be trying hard. They gonna be working overtime.
Well, yeah, they gonna be working overtime now because Marvel could be back on the streak. Like if Agatha All Along is good and Brave New World is good, they really gonna be mad because they've been waiting for it. They've been praying for the downfall of Marvel for a minute.
I mean, Agatha.
I'm actually kind of excited about Agatha. Like I'm more excited about that than Fantastic Four.
That's not really my type of vibe, but I know that demographic of people who into horror, the witchy girlies are gonna, and then it's a TV show. It'll do.
I think it has potential. I would like for them again. If you're gonna do Blade, you know, let's spin this stuff out of it. We have the Midnight Suns part of the universe. Now we at what show movie number 3, IP number 3 that could be Midnight Suns. Like, yo, do it.
Yeah, they just like. I feel like with Agatha, they like even if it looks good, I feel like we got it done. Let's just throw it out there. All right, we can move forward from some of those things. Maybe I'm wrong, but
I'm hoping
I feel
Agatha
like
is really good. If Agatha, because I like supernatural action. I just want them to stop blowing it. Stop blowing it.
Man, if old girl is written well, I mean she is a hell of an actress. So
this is
if it's written well, it's gonna be good.
What Agatha shows you is when they want to do it, they do it. I think a part of the problem with the Blade thing was they was trying to make a movie where Blade wasn't the main character.
And it just failed.
I don't know why they keep doing that.
Like, how do they? This goes back to when I was talking about the
I'm sorry.
with Jason.
I do know why they keep doing that. I had to correct myself. I know exactly why they keep doing it. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Drop the knowledge, my brother.
Oh, they keep doing it because Blade is black. It like they don't like hearing that. They don't like hearing that Blade, that Wesley Snipes' Blade is the reason that the MCU got off the way it did. And to a degree,
but it's been documented.
A large part of it is true.
It's been documented that I can't remember what producer at Fox. He basically said that the success of the first Blade is what got. I can't remember who it was, but he said the success of the first Blade is what gave essentially gave them the idea to be like, okay, let's do this X-Men. This X-Men thing. So it is like in the modern era, X-Men wouldn't have got a shot if Blade didn't pop off like it did. And I wish I could find. I'll find him, of course, after we get off the podcast. But there's a producer that was one of the people that were in charge at Fox back then, and they saw the success of Blade, and they were like, "Oh, okay, so this can work." Like, oh, so these movies, oh, okay, cool.
Right, absolutely.
That's what made them do X-Men.
Absolutely believe that.
So I agree. I think they're like, look, we tired of hearing this stuff about Blade getting on our nerves. Cool, we gonna make a Blade movie. Word.
And they know that Anthony Mackie does not want to be that for them. Like he's content to be, I remember there was one time in one interview he was like, I don't need my own movie. Like, I don't care if they give me movies. I want to keep doing movies with my homies. And he was pointing at like Winter Soldier or whatever. And I'm like, wow, bro. Like, there's a vacuum with Chadwick gone and them not wanting to recast it. And you don't want to feel that. Fair, okay, maybe not even for yourself, but like for your career for the
career and for the culture, man.
He was
and
don't
he
you
was
understand?
like, so that's one of the interviews that made me stop messing with him.
He was getting to the role of being a sidekick.
He loves it.
He loves it.
It's great.
It's good to be a sidekick, and then do lukewarm other shows that
Yeah.
you just be yourself, and you're kind of a lukewarm guy. But
I'm gonna start the recast Falcon Cap.
wow,
Oh man,
yes, it's too late.
that's
It's
messed
coming.
up.
No, I'm saying recast this fool while he alive.
Oh wow. I mean, look, I ain't even tripping. I mean,
Recast him without any allegations. Just do somebody else.
it's gonna come back. It's gonna be Jonathan Jagers.
Be Monathan J. Oh, Jaders.
Nah, I don't want
That'd
that.
be terrible.
If I don't want that cloud either, man.
No, I don't.
I would
I'm
throw
sorry,
out
bro.
John Boyega, but I know
I mean,
my man don't want that kind
imagine this: Jonathan Majors comes back, right, and he's in a movie, and then
I
we can
can't.
get a lady opposite him in the film, and she can be just like a Coretta.
Mike.
of
Oh God, good one, Mike. Good one.
Oh man, I don't know what it was with him did it, man. Don't get me started, man.
Look, even if he's innocent, that boy violation.
that brother,
Bring it up
that
his
brother
spot.
was, that
Just
brother
like,
was,
what?
that brother was
Why?
talking to a Becky party girl about being a Coretta, bro.
That lets you know that's his mortal sin right there.
That brother trying hard to.
Look,
He said, "I'm a great man." You know what? I'm gonna leave him alone. We talk about Marvel. Well, I'm gonna leave him alone.
no, she was a foreign party girl, Becky. She don't know who Coretta is.
Yeah, she was like, "Coretta, who that?"
She 20, what, 25? Like,
I don't know about no Coretta.
Lord have mercy.
And then when he did that interview with Megan Good, shouts to Megan Good. She ain't did nothing wrong to me, but I'm just saying when he was like, "She stuck by me like a Coretta."
Megan ain't gonna be there next year, dog.
Oh man.
Megan
I think they still together though, so I mean,
I think
I
she won't
guess,
be there.
I guess that's good.
She won't be there next year.
Oh, that's cold.
She
That's
won't be
cold,
there
man.
next
It might
year,
be
dog.
real love. You know what I'm saying?
It's over, dog. It's over.
Searching for real love.
real love.
That's right.
After
Oh,
a couple more
man.
Michael Ealy spins, and then another Tyler Perry roll, it's over.
Oh, that's cold. It's a cold
Man.
brother right there.
Will can Tyler Perry save Jonathan Majors? Find out on Has Been Z, soon to be Has Been Z.
Oh man,
Dang.
it's a trip because homie came. He had a Marvel movie. He had Creed 3, and then he had to run down the street. Man, whew,
Way to fumble the bag, sir.
man.
Man.
Look, I'm telling you that.
Could've
Yo,
just-
Hollywood, hire me as your life coach. Whether you either Hollywood or athletes, rappers, whatever, I will be there to tell you. You be like, "Yo, man, I'm gonna go to the club tonight." I'm like, "Yo, man,
hire Derek Jeter and fight and figure out how he did it. All right,
I have a
Legend.
theory that
Man of Legend.
black dudes in Hollywood
Of a younger generation don't have homies that clown them enough.
No,
I feel like clowning.
they don't have that older uncle cat that be like, "Yo, man,
they
sit
ain't
down."
got nobody.
Well, you
I mean-
you don't have your homie be like, "Man, what are you doing with that woman, man? What? Like,
Hey,
or
this who you
or-
got, bruh. You a
Eddie
movie star.
Murphy, luckily,
or
he
you
had
telling the
his brother.
story, and you like, hold up, bro. Like, you was running in the middle of the night down the street from this girl. Like, what are you doing, man? Like, what's wrong with you? What did you tell her? A Coretta, man.
Coretta, bruh. You in movies?
And-
What you talking
and then,
about?
we be out drinking or playing pool or whatever, and you just clown him in front of the whole crew.
I
Or
feel like
when the tape come out, be like, bruh, like,
I'ma
dog,
tell y'all.
I
Learn
love
how
you.
to-
You've been down
that's-
since
I really-
grade, but
The
I
clowning
know
is
he's
to
very-
learn how to course correct.
by then it was too late.
Right.
He's very
That's what I'm saying. I'm
self-conscious
talking
of
about
his image.
clowning beforehand. Like
Yeah.
when he first started messing with this girl, his homies, if he had any, should have clowned him, and that would have made him force him to course correct.
I probably
It
would have
was
pulled him
dogged
to the
about you.
side and said a couple of things, but like, look, bro, I wouldn't even clown him. I'd be like, sometimes just take it, be nondescript, my brother. Just is this what you want to do? You know, maybe you might want to keep your options open.
Well, what I'm saying is now, even as middle-aged men, we're more kinder, gentler friends. I'm talking about back when you was 19 and your
Oh, when
homies
you was 19,
will clown
you
you.
be roasting him for
I'll be
like,
honest.
Oh,
man, be
yeah,
roasting
you'll
him
be
for the
letting
rest
him
of the
have
night.
We'll be playing Marvel superheroes or something and eating pizza, and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, Jonathan with his Coretta over there," and they dog him out the entire.
And then you know there's someone who doesn't know yet, and everybody got to pull up the picture and be like, "This is
Right.
Coretta," and be like, "Oh
Hey.
snap, this
And
Coretta."
see,
I just been
Hey,
honest.
I get to kick in his tail and be like, "Hey, you better call Coretta. You better
And
call
then-
for some help."
Honestly, at 19,
and then
I wouldn't
after
even-
that night, he would course correct.
Yep.
I
Right.
would have said this like this. I wouldn't have teased him. I would have been like, bruh, did you not see the OJ trial at night? Like, I'm thinking within a span of
dang,
4.
you being all scientific about it.
I'm saying, I'll be
Yep,
like,
be
you
like,
might
bruh,
want to be
man.
careful, dog. I'm saying it without saying it on this pod. Just
Right,
saying,
right.
like, bruh, you want to watch it back, dog.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
for real.
You know they
X
they always out to get you, right?
X Scottie Pippen. I don't know if Larsa Pippen what she is. I know she looked nondescript. Ask Scottie Pippen about it.
Hey.
Look,
And Lars a cold-blooded boy.
When you start sleeping with your partner, with your coworker, your teammate's son,
bruh.
who you saw as a little kid coming probably to the house,
Hey,
coming
bro,
to the
she
game.
cold-blooded is something that slither, man.
Woo.
She is. That's a piece of work, that boy.
Jada ain't got nothing on Larsa, dog. Like,
That's
Hey,
why,
This-
like,
this-
you know what I'm
this is
saying?
facts.
See, we could have saved Jonathan May. That's why I'd be like, yo, I'm telling you, if I should just be a celebrity life coach, when people be like, yo, man, I'm gonna do this, be like, man, yo, don't do that. He'd be like, oh, all right. And they'll be like, see, cool. They'd be like, look, I didn't have to go to jail because Mike said don't do it, and I didn't do it. They'd be like,
Mike,
Hey.
shout out to my homegirl Albie. She said years ago, she said, man, she said, I love Chris Brown. I wish somebody could hire me as a professional friend. Just
Oh.
like somebody that ride with him and be like, don't say that to that girl. Don't put that in your nose.
yeah.
Put
Cats
that
in
away.
the 80s used to have the designated guy for that.
Yeah,
It's like,
he need that.
and if you're going to do crime, play your part. I'm going to help you get your drugs or do something, and you keep it out of the media, dummy.
yeah, you're supposed to keep it on a low.
You keep whatever you.
Hey, shout out to
Whatever you
Plaxico
do
Burris. He broke the barrier. He was the
Oh,
first
Oh,
dummy that shot himself in the club.
and went
He
to
was
jail
supposed to have
for
his
it.
friend. His friend was supposed to have a gun.
And you went
Man.
to jail for it.
all right.
You know what? Plaxico and then Mike Vick. That's when it all started going down. It started going. It was over.
I ain't even
The
gonna,
social
you know
media
what?
stage, they already got to.
I ain't gonna look. I'm gonna throw it. Jason Reeves. Final thoughts. Where can they find you?
Final thoughts on the panels. I guess they got some stuff moving forward, and things were definitely teased.
Oh, that's cold.
I'm gonna say this. I'll go to the theaters to watch the new Cap. I like the trailer's vibe of Winter Soldier. Captain America, Winter Soldier. That sort of cloak and dagger vibe. I dig it. I'm not too sure how he's gonna beat Red Hulk without another Hulk. But we'll see what
Beat him
happens.
with a speech.
I'm
He gonna
along
beat
for
him
the
with a
ride.
speech.
I'll put up with Anthony Mackie. See what happens.
He's going to point
And
at
that
him, and he's
movie
going
will
to change.
inform if I care about Thunderbolts anymore.
Yeah.
Then I care about it now. It's like they took all the characters that I didn't like from everything they did in these past two phases and put them in the same movie. But okay.
Well, you do got Winter Soldier in
The
this, so I
funniest
mean,
part of
you know.
that is how accurate it is.
You know,
The
I
characters who I cared about the least. That's who y'all making the movie.
Yeah.
Thunderbolts.
only care about the Winter
Misfit
Soldier.
toys.
I only care about the Winter Soldier playing. I only care about Bucky playing off a Cap though. Like Bucky, especially in Captain America: Winter Soldier, the show, he didn't do nothing for me. Like he was just kind of there to help, jump some people
Oh,
a
that's
couple
cold.
times. Like
I mean, that's what he's best at.
Sebastian Stan doesn't really do much for me. I don't care. He was
I am
the
a
most
sullen.
amazing in
I
character.
am a sullen, brooding, non-caped Batman person.
And but also I don't really want to do any of this, so eventually I'm probably not. So he doesn't do anything for me. What else did they preview? I'm happy that the Russos are back. I will be positive on that because I like the Russos. We'll see what RDJ does. Fantastic Four is whatever. Hopefully, again, get them people what they want so we could move on with our lives. That's fine. I might stream that one though. I don't know if I'm gonna do movies for that one. I might actually go see not Superman instead of Fantastic Four. I don't know. We'll see. And then I mean, we'll see what happens, man. Phase 5 is over. Good job, guys. You can find me at 133art.com is the hub. August 6th, come to Kickstarter. One Nation Stronghold 1 through 3 Kickstarter campaign starts. We're gonna be giving out a whole lot of goodies. Comics galore. We are expanding the One Nation universe. And even if you just come to criticize and say, you talk all this stuff about Marvel, you don't know what you're doing. Come buy some comics to make sure.
What?
Man, because
that's how you tell them.
I'm telling you, man, that new issue looking good out there.
Thank you.
Just saying.
Thank you.
So I saw that new issue. They out there jet setting. They going all over the world.
Listen, we man, we in the business of world saving over here. Like,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Letting heroes be heroes. But
the
anyway.
in the 10th are coming for what's ours and theirs. Let's go.
Word up, word up. Oh man, all right. So I guess I'll let's see. You know what? Instead of Coop, Mark Dub. Final thoughts. Where can they find you?
Man, I love my brother Jason, but I love the positivity of his negativity. I'm a lot more optimistic. I thought Fantastic Four's teaser looks good. I am with Pablo Picasso playing Reed Richards.
Pablo Escobar.
I think he has. I mean, honestly, are we overexposed to him? Probably. Does it matter? Nah, because he kills everything. The only thing he did not kill was Maxwell Lord and Wonder Woman 2. But that was because he shouldn't have been in there playing that at all.
And he still was the best part of that movie.
Yeah, right.
Oh, that's cold.
He by far.
And I still like Gal Gadot, but for other reasons. But also, A Brave New World. I want to see where it goes. I'm not. Falcon America has not sold me either, but all the other elements look like they're going to be good, and it looks like we'll see if his hands are any nicer. It looked like if he got any hands, they're gonna be like CGI nice. That is a little disappointing, but we'll see. I know because Marvel
so I feel like this
listen.
is a slick side mini Avengers movie, but it's gonna be like with some lame ones, and that's who gonna be fighting. Like the rumor is that She-Hulk is gonna be in it, and like
the West Coast Avengers.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be because
Tigra and Hawkeye.
That the president Ross is trying to get him to form another Avengers team. I'm assuming they got to do some heist type stuff on the Celestial Mountain or whatever, and they got to stop whoever trying to get it or whatever. But it's also looking like the Serpent Society. So I don't know what that's about, but anyway.
I mean, that's who we didn't know who Giancarlo Esposito was gonna be, and he was like, I guess I can finally tell you, I am the leader of the Serpent Society. And he told me, he said who he was, and I was like, dang, do I even remember him? I don't. But I will now.
And do we care about the Serpent Society?
We do not, but whatever.
I mean, they're a bunch of garter snakes. Ain't nobody killing nothing.
I think they're trying to play the Serpent Society like they would have, like an anti-shield. It seems like a Cloak and Dagger, more Cloak and Dagger style organization.
Okay.
Because the trailer says what you think is not what you know is not what's happening. There's a different power scale in the world or whatever. So it sounded like it sounded like the Serpent Society is Cobra, is what it sounds like.
Cobra.
I wish it was Cobra.
Oh man.
They wish it was Cobra.
Anyway, Markdale, where can we find you?
I'm sorry, guys. Look, they got a lot of good stuff coming. I like RDJ as Doom Stark. We gonna see. I'm Mark Dub on IG. I'm Mark Dub 44 on Twitter, X Twitter. I be on that thing every once in a while. And I'm Mark Wallace in real life in these streets.
Boy, oh boy! Look, he in them streets too, man.
We gonna
Coyote,
huh? Coyote.
Look,
every once in a while, a coyote got to put it on.
Anyway, cool. Final thoughts.
Ain't no coyote, man.
I don't know who Coyote is.
Yes, you do.
I don't.
You know the coyote. You know the call of the wild.
You know it's calling
the call of the wild.
Okay. Sure.
Man, I can't wait till we all together again, man.
Oh Jesus.
No, hold up. We've never been in the same place at the same time, have
Not
we?
all four of us.
Not all four. Oh man, look, we gonna make it happen.
We couldn't afford to bring back the West Coast big shot. The West Bank.
Yo,
big
man,
shot
I understand when you writing for Marvel. I mean, look, that's a different level, man.
Oh, man.
Dang.
Yo, I know people that write for Marvel. You know what I'm saying?
He would have wrote the check and the library would have bounced.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Wait,
he negotiating them deals over $80 million.
This property of Jason Reeves in them now.
That's what they want y'all to think, that them checks last long like that, and they don't.
They sure don't. You better cash them where they hot.
Anyway.
No, they cash fine. The money just don't be staying. You feel?
Exactly.
Dang. Anyway, final thoughts, Cool. What you got?
So overall, I am optimistic, man. I think even for Jason, I think we're overall optimistic. This weekend, this year, honestly, is Deadpool and them going to do it. They had a whole ISO for the summer. The strike, like I said, sometimes bad luck makes you fall backwards into a lot of money, and they did. I mean, we talked about it. Listen to our review for the previous pod. I think things are just by luck. Again, they fell into a lot of bad luck with Chadwick dying. This whole Blade thing, we ain't gonna talk about Blade. That's gonna be the new hashtag.
I think they're just gonna let that disappear.
That's gonna vanish into the another multiverse to be pruned into the void. Then some real Blade gonna come out and slash him and be like, ha, escape. But I don't know. I think I look, man, I'm a Fantastic Four fan that has feelings for me, emotionally because of my brothers. As y'all heard on Blurtish episode 1, go find it way back when. If anybody y'all remember, we talked about what got us in the comics. That is the family, that first comic book family I got into. Rest in peace to my brothers. I like the thing. I like the whole whatever. I mean, I was learning to read with it. So am I going to see it? Absolutely. I'm going to be there. Like I said, they got the vibe right with me. RDJ, I think he's going to give it his all no matter what. I think it's going to be good enough. I know why you do something like that with somebody like that who got the cachet. Is it gonna fail? I don't think there's no fail in it. So they had a choice about 3 good dudes that could have played the part. I didn't know RDJ was one of them. I didn't even know that was an option, but sure, why not? You gotta play the hit sometime. Thunderbolts, I have no answer. I'll be positive, but I don't care about the Sentry. I don't know if I care about the new Black Widow. I don't know. But I am looking forward to the Brave New World. I'm actually kind of happy that it might be a slick West Coast Avengers movie. That makes me a little bit more happy about it because we know he ain't gonna have that. We know Anthony Mackie ain't gonna beat the Hulk by himself. I don't see it. So however it happens,
maybe it'll be a situation where he outsmarts the Red Hulk in a certain way. And
do I really want him to outsmart him though, or do I want him to throw some hands?
I just want him not
true.
to fumble the movie. That's all I want him and or Falcon America not to fumble the movie. Just make it work.
I want Ross defeated. Like, I don't know how that's gonna happen.
You know what?
I want Captain America to throw hands and it happened. So
Anthony
I don't know.
Mackie
maybe he need to take some super soldier serum.
He is like the quarterback. He is like Trent Dilfer. I know I'm using a lot of sport analogies. He's Trent Dilfer. Hand it off to your running back. Rely on your defense. Don't do nothing too much to screw up.
Or do the smart thing and give him the super soldier serum.
Thank you.
But that brother, he was all right. I don't need the super soldier serum.
I don't need the super soldier serum, and I'm going to give a stern talking to these racist people, and I hope that they find in their heart of hearts that this is wrong. We're going to
lose our family's vote because I won't take money for my valiant services.
How? Are you kidding me?
Scrub. Anyway, oh my god, that was
I don't care anything about the current inflation levels. I will take no money.
You know who would have took that money? You know what? I kind of miss. I slow key out of what's his name for the Black Panther villain. He was slinging money around, brain animatic. He would have, man. He was so crazy. He probably would have gave Falcon the money. Claw would be like, man, you need some money, bro? Here, take it. That's party.
Yeah, I got you, dog. It's just a
my
boat.
mixtape too. But I don't know.
I got 2 boats. Like, go and have one.
Not ask Zemo for the money, man.
Yeah, Zemo got money, bro. Look, just call.
Zemo got money. Got play money.
Call
and y'all
Tony's ex-wife.
So he ain't even gonna be that tight with him.
Bruh, the government. You helped save the freaking universe. The government could have hit you with that imaginary slush fund that they can't talk about.
They ain't got to do all that. In the same show, there was like, Bucky, you have a lot of money, but you're not happy. And Bucky was like, yeah, I got paid for a lot of stuff.
Bucky like, you can't have none of my money, dog.
What I'm saying is, how Bucky, an assassin, got paid from the government, like stipends from the government. He got an apartment and everything else. The government pays for all this, but I don't like it because I'm broody. I'm like, so they paying you money? And you've been on the other side for like 60, 80 years. This dude got in league with Captain America and y'all ain't paying him no money. He been on the Avengers. He been living at the Avengers campus. Y'all ain't giving him no money. What's happening?
He probably been coming up because he ain't been paying no rent in all this time.
This part of the story kills me because
did he have a gambling problem?
This is a call to Pepper Potts. After the bank situation, him and his sister going back and forth, because I watched it again recently, the whole show, because it's only 6 episodes. So I watched the show recently. I'm like, this is a quick call to Pepper after the bank scene, being like, look, Pepper, look, I normally wouldn't come to you with this, but look, I need some help money wise. And then she can be like, what? Like, why didn't you tell me this?
Keep it a buck,
and then boom, boat's fixed and we can go on our mission.
Is she taking that call? She be like, man, put him on hold.
Oh, it's cold.
She ain't taking that call.
My question is though, like, so
Pepper, Falcon's online too.
Tell
him I'm not here.
That writing is mad neglectful too, in my opinion, because one of the main plot points of the show is that his people can't pay for their boat and they're estranged, and he don't care because he being a superhero, and that's why his sister's mad at him. But I'm like, it makes no sense that he's the only Avenger not getting paid. The rest of them got money.
Everybody got cheating to him.
Bruh, Thor got golden goblets of drinking glass.
Also, all these people that you done beat up, you went where they go? They went over to I guess the Shield place that wasn't really Shield, it was Hydra. I'm sure there's got to be some, you know, some wristwatches or some gold in there. So just take a little something. You know
shout out to Chris Tucker on Rush Hour when all the money was falling. He's like, look,
when he said,
turn
"Thank
your
you,
head."
Jesus.
Yeah, like put in this coat jacket. To the dudes on the wire when they used to quietly do like when Hulk and what's his name, old boy Carver, go in first, and they find the money. They looked at each other. On 3, all right. They do it. Like, come on, man. But that's all to say. Like, all to say is I'm happy with Marvel for now. I think it's an upswing. Like I say, I'm excited about even the video game stuff. It's all hitting for me. You know, I'm going to be playing Marvel Rivals when I can get it. I absolutely hope it's not. I hope it's free to play, but knowing it's Marvel and Disney, probably not. But I will be getting Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and get beat up with that because I have no skills with it. Again, it's been a while, but I will.
It'll come back. It's like riding a bike.
My skills just alright. I wasn't playing online like that. Like I don't know. I might have to play just you all. Practice with just friends. Because you know how they do online. They gonna demolish me, man. I gotta get a stick, learn to play with stick or something, or get my thumbs loose or something. But overall, yeah, Marvel's in a good place. We're gonna see what James Gunn got with these weird dry announcements. Hopefully things work out. But he need them to work out fast. I'll say that.
I actually, the last couple of movies he's been responsible for have all been pretty decent. So I'm a believer.
Whatever happens, they ain't gonna have that much leeway, because you know the rumors.
Hey, he gonna have to really do his thing with Superman though. People ain't super happy with what they seeing initially.
You gotta put his foot in it.
That trailer is gonna be hot.
That movie cannot fail. I'll just say that. Like Superman gotta be a hit.
Yeah, it does.
It ain't gotta be say $1 billion, but it gotta get kind of close.
860. It got to get close.
You got to hit 800.
I kind of feel like the corniness of this RDJ reveal helped them a little bit.
Absolutely.
In my heart of hearts, I kind of feel that it helps with the competition aspect that the fans like so much.
Yeah.
So if that Superman trailer hits, then we off to the races.
And I figure we'll probably get a Superman trailer probably for the Super Bowl or something like that.
Then we'll be back in the next wave of superhero movies. Like it'll be
maybe
like
Christmas.
A kind of.
Yeah,
absolutely. I think we'll get one for Christmas.
You gotta have a Christmas. Matter of fact, it's Superman. It probably gotta be Christmas.
Yeah, I can see that holidays during the Super Bowl or during Thanksgiving.
Superman is a Jesus analogy. So yeah, right in time for the holidays.
What big movies they got coming out during Christmas? Like if they got a big whatever's the big thing for Christmas, that's where we're gonna see the trailer up there.
I have no idea. I'm pretty much.
Yeah, I have no idea what's coming out
past
Alien Romulus, which looks incredible.
Yep.
I don't know anything that's coming out past that.
I think y'all will see me in the theater in time for Brave New World. I'm pretty much about to be on Camp Vision for the rest of the year. I ain't seeing nothing else.
Oh boy.
I got my like 3-4 movies in this year, so I'm good. And I got my free tickets for Deadpool from the bad time I had at Ghostbusters. So thank you, Ghostbusters. I was able to go see Deadpool. Me and Mark was able to go see it off the dime, off of that terrible experience of people in the theater. Thank you, idiots in the theater who was running around up and down the stairs with your flashlight and dropping stuff on the ground and sliding under the chair when it's only 5 of us in the theater.
Yeah,
AMC, I bet you AMC is real happy right now because boy, y'all better be thanking Marvel. That's who need to be thanking Marvel. That's who need to be sending gift baskets to RDJ right now. Like, please, Robert, save us.
Yeah, because I'm gonna keep it real. The 2 times I've seen movie theater parking lots full this year, full meaning cars parked all the way to the back of the parking lot, it's Bad Boys and Deadpool. That's
Bad Boys.
And shout out to
Yeah.
Bad Boys.
Now, ain't nobody gonna give no love to Two Brothers for bringing people back
I
into the
will.
theater, but I ain't.
It
but
absolutely was
I
a
ain't gonna.
success.
I ain't gonna say all
Most
that.
hated, most underestimated.
Yep, you know what I'm saying.
Hey man, that was a good movie, good entry, and it was profitable. So shout out to them.
Yeah.
Like,
I love anytime I see Will Smith winning, it makes me feel good.
yeah, man,
You know
they
what I'm
made
saying? Shouts to the Fresh
my
Prince.
right hand, it forms it forms a weapon that shall prosper against thee.
hey,
As I
fight
I might have
back,
to slap fire out your mouth.
fight back, and
I-
don't take it.
I was never mad at Will.
I just know it.
I wish he had slapped him again.
200 milli, and it crossed $1 billion as a franchise. So profitability, y'all. So find me Keith Cooper at blurred.ish on IG. Go to Keith Cooper if my personal page if you want to be cool, but if you stupid, stay the hell off there for real. Because I will block you. If
He
you
got
go to
something for
Blurred's
you if you
page,
go. Bring that
And
stupid energy.
don't be too stupid there either. But you're more than welcome to leave a comment. Of course, follow our podcast. We talk, we share a lot of content, but sometimes you might get something a bit different. But we will talk a lot of anime. Shout out to the anime. Shout out to the homies. Gamma Ray hopefully should be returning in a few months or whenever she got time. Shout out to Ninja Samba. We're gonna be continuously talking about the summer anime session. Elusive Samurai is kind of gonna be the main du jour with my hero to the end of this summer. A lot of good stuff still, and I might talk some weird stuff. Definitely gonna be talking some bloody stuff. Kinnikuman has it's crazy, but I was like, homie just people lost the match and killed themselves. Like what? Like this is not for kids. But
that's your show.
hey, we gonna be I'm be talking about it. So I don't know whose show it is. I'm just sitting there like, what the hell? but for real, you find me in these places. We're gonna get Mike into Kinnikuman if you listen, or he just gonna sit there and listen. Either way, it's gonna get talked about. So find me these places. I will probably be again at Elfin Tattoo Parlor August 24th if I finish booking and everything gets settled. Probably will be in New Orleans on the day before Labor Day on September the 3rd, back at Emporium Arcade Bar in New Orleans. So I know those are probably the two things shaping up. And just follow me on IG and you'll see more places where I'll be at, selling good, dope black comics and manga and art and other stuff.
All right, that's what's up. Final thoughts on my end. Marvel, got a shot. All right, you got a shot. Just need you to roll through, man. You got a shot. It's all on you. You got two things going good. You got two trailers that look good. Y'all just gotta execute. All right. So with that said, NERD, SOUL, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, podcast, all that jazz. And until the next time that you decide to get on the stage and throw a little bit of razzle dazzle on the projects you got coming on, we're just saying peace.